Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we've got a collab with my good friend Scratch. Scratch, welcome to the channel, man. How are you?
Yeah, doing pretty good, man. A pleasure to be here as usual. What's up? What's up? Looking forward to chat a bit of raid here.
Nice, man. Before we get to the video, did you go for Mishinagi or no?
I actually have a no because, funny enough, the monthly pack didn't appear yet in the game, so I'm a bit short of
Ah,
shards, right? And I'm not gonna
sacreds.
exactly. I'm not gonna purchase any sacred shards. Like that's my channel rule, guys. Do not buy sacreds because they're overpriced and you're not really getting
Yeah.
much out of them. But yeah, the monthly pack is not there. Funny enough, it's the first month seeing it that is delayed. And the clan boss, it didn't give me any secrets for the last few days, so I decided to skip it because I don't want to whale out to buy secrets to get it done. And I don't have enough mystery or void shards. My mercy on voids is at 185.
Yeah, so
I
it's
want to
it's
stay for
too much.
Yumeko and stuff like that, So it's a
Yeah,
bit
yeah, yeah.
like,
I get it. It's those times that the timing of everything did not come right, and it's yeah. I wouldn't pull also. Like if I needed Yumeko or something very specific, I wouldn't pull. That's what I did on my account. I tried to save for Necra. Then we had the 10x on Necra. I was so excited. Then I managed to pick up. Where is he? Guy right here.
oh, the supreme
Yeah. Instead
supreme.
of going for the guaranteed, I said to not go for it. And then I pulled during the 10x and I got him as my mercy.
The irony,
Mercy.
right? The irony.
Yeah. Oh
But it's
well.
fine because you sorted out your Nacret anyway with a new faction coming to the game, so
Oh
that's
yeah,
great.
yeah. The new faction coming in. Brass Bolt will be
Yeah,
yeah. I'll
OP.
have a Necro like that. So many people, so many comments, man. I had to
Uh,
explain it to some people who got really angry.
that was a good one, though. I liked it. Yeah, it was good effort.
But anyway, guys, what we want to talk about today, other than just the fun stuff with the daily stuff in Raid, is um time and how much time we spend in this game. It's an issue that has always been there, and it has never been addressed by Plarium directly to try and fix something. And a big part of it now, it's I would say an area of the game that it used to take less time, then they made it take more time, and I think we need to make it take less time again. And what am I talking about? Of course, I'm being very confusing. It's the tag arena, right? Other parts of the game take a lot of time too. We all know that, but tag arena, it's not only taking a lot of time, but it's also very annoying for everybody, even us who are in the gold 3, gold 4, gold 2, where people put the 1% defenses. Even that takes a lot of time, and yeah, it's a very annoying part of the game. Would you agree with that, Scratch?
Yeah, like I'm not a fan of it at all, man. Like I'm doing it
Yeah,
because I have to. But I'm gonna be honest. Even with the 5 fights a day, where you can just put a one-man defense during the week, most of the time I'm just doing 5 fights a day. Like I'm
yeah,
just I know, yeah, it's great to have the gold bars to go and purchase the stuff from the bazaar, but I just can't do it. Like it's just
yeah,
taking the time, and it's just like, yeah, no thank you. Let me do
yeah.
something else.
For me, I went crazy with this one. I bought the Void Shark for my video the other day when I did pulls, but usually I just buy this. I buy this, the Sacred. If I need to, I bought this like 3 weeks ago, and then these are nice for crafting. But these, I mean, they don't cost a lot, so you end up with a lot of gold bars if you're doing all your fights a day. But that takes so much time, and even fighting single person defenses, which is the fastest way, it still takes a lot of time. And then think about, even the harder teams with 1 million plus in power. Those, maybe you have to think, okay, I should use this team on that one, and then this team on that one. That adds up in the time. And I think we need to go back. I think we need to go back to how it was at the start, guys, of Tag Arena. And I found this video that me and Scratch did. I think it was right before. I think, yeah, right before Tag Arena was launched. And I'm gonna show everybody here. Boom! Look at Scratch right there. Uh,
Scratch looks like he got hit by a tractor. he
wait,
he got hit by the train.
and, and and me myself, look at that, look at those headphones, the pink headphones at the time. It was just a different time.
It was,
Everyone.
wasn't it?
So during this video, you might not realize, guys, but we had a tag arena fights limit here. So every
Mm.
refresh was 5 fights instead of the 10. It was literally half the fights that we have right now. So that's what I want to see coming back into the game. They should have all the fights so we can save up some time in the game. It's a very simple decision to make, and I think it's going to make everybody happy if they have the amount of fights that we need and they just double what we get in terms of the gold bars. That will, I think, will make everybody happy, and they won't have to worry so much about tag arena anymore.
Yeah, man, and I'm just happy that they finally added, like a couple of months ago, they added the QOL where you're able to just slide down the teams.
Mm,
Because
yeah,
how you mentioned, whenever you're fighting a full squad of a proper fight, basically, not a one man defense, you're gonna have to constantly drag teams up and down, left, right. And
yeah,
was so annoying that you were not able to do that every time you had to go in the team setup, deselect all, select them all. All these small things are actually adding more time than going and doing the fight. Honestly, it's just was so ridiculous before, and it's still taking a lot of time just to uh, go and sort out your teams. You're gonna have to maybe make a new preset for the other one because you want to swap one champion out, or you're gonna go and just do the full manual. But I feel like small things, they make such a big impact. And I even forgot how I mentioned at the beginning. I forgot that we used to have 5 fights a day,
yeah,
and then they doubled them. So
yeah,
basically, before it used to be 5 fights a day, you used to get roughly double the amount of gold bars per fight that you're getting now. And at weekly reset, I feel like you used to get a bit more or a bit less. I can't really remember exactly how they changed it, but just doing 5 or 10 fights a day, if you do the free refill instead of doing 20, is such a massive difference. Like, I know they're trying to keep us in the game for a long time, but the game mode is just classic arena multiplied by 3, basically. And it's not
yeah,
something necessarily enjoyable or something to be like, okay, this is so competitive, I really want to do it. People are doing it because they need the Raman to missions, and people are doing it for the gold bars to be able to purchase some juicy stuff from the bazaar, basically. But other than that, it's not really creating that incentive like, I want to play the reset on 3v3 like you're doing in Classic Arena or anything similar like that. It's just kind of like a burden just being on your shoulders, constantly reminding you,
yeah. That it's
play
something that
me,
you have
play
to do
me.
every day, basically. Have to do it every day so that you do your faction war, so you get the glyphs, right? It's
Exactly, yeah.
the end game players, especially, they have an issue with glyphs, and tag arena. It's something we have to do all the time to keep our glyphs, high to a good level, and be able to update our gear. But it's not the same. Tag arena, it's not what it was supposed to be. They tried different ways, guys. If you remember, back in the day, to force people to compete here. I think the very first months or so of Tag Arena, they even tried to do something like a ranking system where they would put a ranking of whoever finished first, second, and all that. But they did it, I think, only for 1 or 2 resets, and then they stopped doing it. It wasn't
Mm.
something that they thought they would keep. They never added Platinum Arena to it, so because I think they realized nobody cares as much or would care as much. And then they even changed the tiers here to give you gold bars so that people would have more interest in even doing 10 fights a week. This is 10 fights a week that you have to do, get the gold bars. It's just they kept on adding reasons for players to try and do it, but still players don't care so much. They put the 1% defense, they do the very lowest amount
Minimal.
required. And as we said in the collab we did with Scratch over on his channel, guys, forgot to mention at the start, but we did a collab and we mentioned how maybe Plarium can implement a system where gold bars from the tag arena can work for the great hole, and that will help a lot, also reducing the time spent in the game. It's a big thing, and farming all these different areas takes a lot of your time, and that would really help limit the amount of time that you complete every area of the game for your dailies and your advanced quest.
Yeah, definitely something like that would be amazing if they're taking in consideration, because the regular Grey Hall takes a long time to complete. A lot of people are way behind it, because
Yeah,
we're constantly getting new waves of new people, and they're always behind with the Great Hall. And would be nice to do it now that they're adding the new Great Hall. And just the rewards generally in 3v3 are just not enough. Like, yes, you can save and go and purchase something good with the gold bars, but is that enough? Like, is really creating the incentive for you to want to play it? Most people try to play Tag Team Arena to get Ramanto, right? To get their missions
Yeah,
done, to get in gold one.
just get
The
Raman 2
the
and
amount
they're
of people
out.
that can, yeah, the amount of people that can get into the gold tiers is pretty limited. Not many people can do because the tiers are so tight and they are limited on the people that can be in each one of the tiers. So that should be a bit increased as well, and just remove this tier lockout for the bazaar, man. Like, if I'm playing Tag Arena and I'm only in bronze, if I want to save 5 months to purchase the sacred shard, let me do it. Let me do it, because that doesn't mean that everybody's gonna get a million shards. It doesn't mean that people won't be pushing to gold to get their other missions done. It's just kind of like a nasty thing to lock the rewards up for no reason, you know.
Yeah, maybe they could look something like the avatar. That would be fine
Yeah,
by me. Look
that's
the
different.
avatars,
Yeah.
but everything else, which is rewards that are already locked behind a big cooldown, like it's 4 weeks for the sacred shard, and this I think it's 2 weeks
2 weeks.
for the void shard. So that is a pretty long cooldown to think anybody would abuse or get a ton of shards. It's already there. Even the ancient shard has a 7 day cooldown, which
Yep.
ancient shard is nothing. It's literally nothing. Um, so having these locked out behind these big cooldowns and also behind each tier makes players not want to do the arena as much. And
Mm.
refresh accessories right here, which are very nice for certain parts of the game and certain builds
Yeah.
that you use. These could help a lot of newer players out there who sometimes I see them in my comments when I make a build for a champion and I show
They don't
refresh
know what they
accessories.
are.
They're like, where did you get that? They don't even realize that it's there because
Mm.
this is locked out for a long time. Even this part, the silver arena, is locked out for a long time because again, players don't want to do tag arena. They barely do it, barely climb up, and climbing to silver 1 even. It's it's a struggle, and it's not you need to think behind all of the teams that you're making, build them specifically for arena, and then try and push, especially Sundays or even hours before the resets, just so you can climb into the next tier.
Yeah, 100%. It is getting pretty annoying. Like, a lot of times I'm seeing it as well. Like, how do you get these accessories? Where from? And they have no idea about them because they're locked.
Yeah,
And it's funny enough because they don't lock content that's so extreme, like Sand Devils, Hydra, at a higher level, but they lock these sort of things, at a
yeah,
high level, because you need 3 teams in Tag Team Arena. That's the issue, like, it's gonna take you
yeah.
a while to have 15 champions at level 60 that are kind of like designed for arena, and to build them with decent stats to be able to climb the tier. So it's not an easy job for newcomers. 100%. Yeah.
It's funny that you said that because sometimes I'll talk with people, try to coach them a little bit on the game, and they will be like, okay, what kind of team do I build for Sand Devil? What kind of team do I build for Iron Twins? I'm like, man, you are still in bronze tag arena. Your clan boss team is not built yet. Don't worry about Sand Devil or Iron Twins at all. Put your
Mm,
focus somewhere else. So yeah, locking those out instead would have been the way to
much
go
better.
for
Yeah.
Biplarium to help everybody.
100%, man.
Yeah, guys, this was the video. I hope you all enjoyed. We're gonna as I said, I'm gonna be linking down the collab with Scratch over down below in the comments of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you found it insightful. Maybe if you weren't around when Tag Arena used to be 5 fights, and yeah, that's how it was before it was launched. But they went ahead and changed it. But yeah, hopefully they go back a little bit and help us save some time. Thank you all.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Scratch. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.